Welcome to day 94 of the Seeker's Guide to Soul Contact. The course consists of 365 lessons, one for each day of the year. The theme for today is discernment. So were you able to merge with your higher self and look upon your life through its eyes? Or maybe I should ask if you were able to imagine merging with it and seeing through its eyes. Let us hope you at least made the effort. Remember, energy follows thought, and the more thought you use to imagine these things, the more energy is drawn to them. When enough energy is available, you will have created an actual vehicle in which your higher self can manifest. Of course, there are degrees of manifestation, and the higher the intensity of thought, the greater will be your power to be one with your higher self and share its understanding. So did you attempt to look upon your life through the eyes of your higher self? If you did this successfully, it would have been like a life review, not as complete as you will receive after death, but a foreshadowing of it. A life review done here in the midst of life is quite valuable, as you still have time to use the knowledge and make corrections. Socrates said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." Therefore, let us attempt to examine ourselves frequently and learn from the lessons life has for us. The next sense to consider is that of taste. Its higher correspondent is discernment. The wise use of discernment to see the difference between truth and error, good and evil, and other abilities is crucial. The seeker correctly sees the dualities and the 0 point between them and discerns which side of the duality to take toward the dominating good and why this is the case. Many use their emotional filters and see the dualities upside down from their true condition. Isaiah spoke about this when he complained about the people, and he said this about them, that they call evil good and good evil. They put darkness for light and light for darkness. They put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. It's in Isaiah 5:20. Scriptures further say, "There is none that doeth good, no, not one." That's in Psalms 14. The ancient sages thus complained that people get things backward to the extent that they cannot tell what is good and what is evil. They are so incompetent at this that none were said to even know how to do that which is the true good. It is unlikely the prophets were speaking of some of the basics, such as lying or stealing, which most acknowledge to not be good, but they were looking at the big picture. One has to see all the pieces and put them all together before the true good and evil can be truly seen. For instance, Hitler spoke of many virtues that most would call good, but the whole picture he put together was not so good, yet accepted by most of the German people at that time. We have the same problem today. Leaders on both sides of the issue speak of virtues that most consider good, yet if the whole agenda is discerned, we may find that this person could lead us to destruction. True discernment doesn't look at individual parts or ingredients of a plan or goal, but closely examines the whole thing to determine its worth. Without the help of the soul, the seeker will make errors in discernment and sometimes will examine that which is good and call it evil, and look at evil and call it good. Not everything that sounds good on the surface is good, and many things that are called evil belong to the higher path. The biggest problem we have today with bad discernment is the powerful political division we see developing throughout the world. Both sides are pointing fingers at each other, calling each other evil, and those looking for the true good are rare. There is good to be discerned on the liberal side as well as the conservative. And true union is to be found when all good is discerned and synthesized into a working whole. Your assignment today is to call upon your soul and look through its mind at the main political side you least support and find 3 things that are good within that belief system. Then, after seeing the good, you may ask, what is lacking in the total picture that causes you to reject it? Affirmation: I will look anew and find that which is good. A lot to think about. Have to be open-minded on this one. And we will see you tomorrow.